So I use these broken straps that other contractors don't want. I'll use them to go pull logs. They have like no rating left to them. As you can see it, they're all frizzy. There's no ends on them. No ends. So they're just like throwing out discarded stuff that I'll just recycle these and tie up logs with it. Here's a good example. Another good example. Yo. Getting ready to make a shelf. I knew where my tape was, so I'd tape all this stuff together. I have some back here. Oh wait, it stays nice, tight, and organized. I'm just organizing some stuff. We moved into this house, and all the houses here in this town they're about 20 feet off the ground. Like, see, probably not quite 20, 15 feet ish, maybe 12. I don't know. Depends on where you measure from. But so we have storage space under the houses. When we moved in, it was like going into moose hunting, and then it was going into winter after that. So I didn't have any time to really put stuff away. And so I'm getting caught up on all those old tasks. Some of the stuff that I have is it's for like wood hauling, kind of like an occupation, and kind of like a this thing you do to heat your house. Yeah. Oh no, I turned it back off and I switched my area. I went from the kitchen to under the house. So yeah, I'm kind of still alive. Want to try to get all this wrapped up while I could, and I do a bunch of cleaning and organizing. It was good. It was good. Just kids ate, and youngest didn't want to eat much. But he eats like every 2 days. That guy. We're gonna put a shelf over here on that side. finding all kinds of tools, that's for sure. A little bit of Alaska Light for today. Got some oil, some hole saws. Two-cycle oil. Yeah. More straps, and a measuring tape. I guess you can call it a podcast. I would like to get more into the details of that. Um, like I know there's several different kind of podcasts, and maybe when I get around 5 to 10,000, I'll do like a subs. I'll do like a Wednesday, or start becoming more organized with it. But right now, I'm trying to get more supporters. Then, but like back to 5,000 to 10,000, I'll start doing more of a social aspect of it, becoming more of a official podcast. Then also like once a week Wednesday, and then just like a weekend thing of posting videos, becoming more and more official. I was kind of almost thinking about doing an Alaskan game show type thing. That'd be pretty cool, I think. But yeah. Trying to get this section cleared out right here. Yeah, I would love to have a topic. If you guys would like to know more about just Alaska or something in general about Alaska, um, I can do my cleaning up and talk about that at the same time. That'll be great. I turn on the radio, but you'd get banned. I'd get red flag. this up here. And then the ceiling, so we have light in the winter. What I'm trying to do is move all this stuff. Put a shelf right here. Maybe a little bit so we have a little nook right there for my tools. And then I would come from that X over there. Well, it's going to come out to about like right here, 8 feet out. And then eventually put another little island one in here for a workshop. Yeah, heck, I'm all about that. We can get something going. Yeah, what's up, Oreo? Heck yeah, we can discuss things from here and there. And then talk about how it is moving to Alaska, how it is living here, some of the nature stuff, lifestyles. There's a bunch of different lifestyles here. There's a village lifestyle, there's a city lifestyle. They're not all the same. That's a big factor. That's a huge factor. I think I've probably thrown away quite a bit of stuff or finding a bunch of empty boxes. Where's that truck like? Oh, that's it? Good. You see the soil is just bad, you know, you put something on there and it just digs down. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it would be good if I just went from here, flatten all this out, do that right over here, level it out. This way. Maybe just start at the very edge of this right here. And then go 8 feet that way. And we had that moose come out the other day when we were doing this. Oh, rest it. looking around for that chop saw the other day. I can just put it right there. Maybe I'll put one right here. Make sure. Maybe start it back over here. A little. Right here. That's where the other one ends at on the other side. And I don't know. Yeah. I'm trying to keep about 8 foot over there though. I guess it would be okay if I did go over here. Because that would still would be 8 foot. There it goes. Oh, what kind of workshop? It's just getting my stuff organized. Um, we've seen a small village. It's in Galena, and we don't have access to a lot of things. Like for an example, the house that I stay in any other part of America, it'd probably be, let's call it for this house in Seattle would probably cost if it was to be sold or to be built, probably about 150,000. But up here, it'll go for like $1 million. About probably a 900,000, 500 type is how much it would cost. So it's not quite a workshop. It's just a storage area. But in the summertime, I'll be able to pull my four-wheeler in here. I can work on that. Maybe if I want to do some carpentry stuff, I can put it under here and work on that. But it's not so big to where I can do unlimited mechanic stuff. Here, I'll give you a 360 really quick if you're still around. So this is what it looks like. Yeah, we had a moose come out over here the other day when I was out here last. Came out. You see, you can't really see it, but there's like a piling right here. There's like you see that brown thing right here? Yeah, it's just right next to that. We walked over there to this next piling right here. This one right there. And then came around and moseyed on over there. Now I gotta clean up all this crap. Probably gonna build the same shelf as I did before. I attempted just to build a workbench though, and just build a couple more workbenches instead of a couple of shelves. I mean, I did store a lot up there, but I can store stuff on top of a workbench also. Yeah. Heck yeah. It's, same here. Cause I don't know, I'll doom scroll too in the evenings when I gotta put the kids to bed, whether it's just watching a video, one of my friends' videos. But we uh we have a lot up here, and there's so many different lifestyles here. And like here in Alaska, like, there's a Discovery Channel where a lot of it was like BS, but it was interesting because I think what they tried to do was, yeah, like how long movies should I make? Like a half an hour video? I'll make, oh, my bad, reaction. Sorry. Um, yeah, because I'm slowly getting my family into the making videos part. At first, they were like wanted nothing to do with it, but lately they've been dabbling more with like holding the camera, but they don't want to be on the camera. My kids, they don't care, but the older family, my older kids and my wife, but like I think it was posted onto YouTube. I went on a boat ride and there was a whole big conversation on just random things about the river. Yeah, I don't. I tried to kind of like educate them, let them know that I'm here if you wanted to make videos because um, there's teens that want to see what other teens are doing, and adults that want to see what other adults are doing. And if he didn't make videos showing what teens did here in Alaska, whether it was did like a snippet of like different things that he did for half an hour a week, like how it is when you record, you're like, oh, maybe that's good or maybe it's not. And he just connected all those videos and just showed his day-to-day schedule. And I think he does do a lot of recording, but he doesn't tell me. Because every once in a while, it's like, "Guys, be quiet! I'm recording. I'm going live." And like, even though he is a little bit younger, I do approve it because he does know. I do have him on restrictions. Like, he can't show his face, he can't say any real names, and like me, I think all my stuff is on YouTube. But he does have limitations, and for a while there, back when he was like 10 years old, he'd make these videos, and I'd catch him because they would pop up on my feed, and all the names he chose was the names he was asking me to spell. And yes, privacy is very important. Um, I could be a little bit more free with my privacy here, though, because nobody can really reach me and stalk me and harass me. But I can't put private information on there, like numbers and cards and um, names. Maybe, I mean, I could probably use first names, but I don't think I'd want to use last names. I think both my names is on there someplace. But, like it is really good to stress the privacy part because when you're trying to open up your life to go, I guess you can call it viral, you can kind of tend to not remember the core rules. Because, like, example, say Logan Paul, right? He opened up his whole life to social media, but he also learned early on what to do and what not to do. Yeah, I should do that. Moose hunting is coming up. Would you be interested in watching moose hunting? I don't think I can watch the I don't think I can show the part where you physically drop the moose, but I could show the mooses that we let go, like the cows and the calves and um, all the trips, the camping, sit around the campfire, um, just like a big camping adventure where it's more of a struggle to keep your battery alive on your phone. I'll do that if you like, because a lot of people is not into like guns and stuff, but up here it's like first nature, um because like if you don't get a moose, your family in between like a few homes is spending $15,000 at the grocery store here when a $10 steak is at the store in Fairbanks and it's $35 here. Our ground meat in Fairbanks is says I don't know what it costs. The wife does all the buying, $5 to $8, I guess, for a pound, and then maybe $10. I don't know, but out here, it's $30. A gallon of milk is $26, and it's kind of like you got to know how to do it. You have to have your gun dialed in. Moose is coming. What is that, Zeus? Yeah, organized. My wire nut bin is completely full. Almost there. I just gotta figure out what kind of shelf I'm making. I think I should grab a Celsius. Heck yeah, all I gotta do is just move this and I can start building or rake it out and then start building my frames. So maybe I'll see if I can schedule it. I think that's what's missing on YouTube is like schedule and stuff like where you can build a map of your channel. Like say September 15th is Moose Hunting starts. So it'd be like getting ready for moose hunting would be September 10th. You know, packing your bag, getting your fuel. You know, then all the way up to December 15th will be the kickoff to going to set up camp on the 14th. You know, getting the kids out there. You know, see some beaver pelts. I got some beaver pelts if you want to see some wild game stuff. Not find them anywhere. Yeah, you're right. That's what the beaver looks like after we catch it. There's blonde hair on the side. It's belly. So this would be the belly part. This is the back. This is the bottom. Yeah, some of those are good scan. There. Get set up here now. Build that frame now. We're here at 8 foot, maybe just 6 foot. Be able to save on some material if it's 6 foot. 6 foot and a half inch maybe. No, 6 foot. There you go. Gotta shoot them squirrels. I don't know, man. I mean, It's like saying, is there a gang real, right? Is there groups, cliques, cults, and organizations that is real? Say everyone wants to be a part of something, right? And um, everyone wants to support something and be a member, and a friend, a foe, you know. Or is it a friend or foe? Yeah, no, a friend. Yeah, you want to be a friend of something. And like, you can call it the Freemasons too, like um, an union, and it all started someplace. Probably a different name today, but well, no, it could be. Yes and no. Um, but like, yeah, true. Um, it's probably you're better off saying there's an organization that is in the movie industry. Yes, there's an organization in the music industry and the political industry. Political is Republican and Democrat, liberal, and whatever else is out there. But yes. So the specific question is Illuminati real? I don't know. Is the organizations real? Cliques, cults, and gangs and gang affiliated activities. Yes, my dog got untied. Yes, there is um, groups out there that um, want to be a part of, say, like, yeah, heck, you can even call it Lionsgate or like Netflix, or you can call it one of those too, because they want to get you into a contract, and then you have to pay into that contract for the rest of your life. But they'll pay you good money. They'll pay you billions of dollars to become a member. But I gotta go. My wife showed up. She's gonna talk my head off for a little bit. I'll be back on and in like 45 minutes, and I can finish this up. What are Freemasons? What? Um, hang on. I'm gonna put it on mute for a second. All right. So Freemasons. I don't know. I don't know what somebody would want, really. Like, you can get a lot of YouTubers that try to pump your brains with what's this person want, what's that person want. But then reality, two of the easiest things that anybody would want is fame and power and control. Well, three: fame, power, and control. If you're in a big organization. You'd only know if somebody's against somebody if they're a part of it. But a lot of those organizations. They're against Trump. Yes, a lot of those organizations are against Elon Musk. They're kind of like self-made. They didn't need somebody else in order to get to where they're at. They didn't have to make those contracts. They didn't have to go to all those parties, participate in those activities. They kind of just showed up and said like, I'm in, I'm out. Like I don't need you guys to become successful. So after that, kind of just, yeah. I don't think Trump is really a part of any of that. And that's what's killing them. And how you can tell if somebody's against the program is the news. Pay attention to the news. If the news is telling you to not like somebody, or if they're showing bad media and publicity, they are most likely not part of that group. It took Trump making some rules in order for them to stop hating on him. Well, I don't know. Each to their own. Everybody has a little bit of good in them. and I'm always the person that tries to see the good. So um, stay positive, you know. Um, the tariff, it hasn't really bothered me much. Like, I'm sure it's there. Here in Alaska, we spend uh, like quadruple on what somebody would spend in any other state. So we're already used to paying the high prices for everything. Um, I think there's going to be more manufacturers coming back to America over buying from China. It's going to be filling up, going to be going back to buy America, don't buy China, because that's what it used to be back in like the 90s. Was buy U.S. tools and over that Chinese crap. That's what they used to say, but they then now, like, even if you buy your tools from Germany, um, it's made in China, assembled in Germany, and then um, now it's just like everything you buy, it's China. American name brands like Milwaukee, it used to be American, but they sold out to China. Yeah, taxes, tariffs. Yeah, it kind of circulates around the whole thing. Try not to pay too much attention to tariffs. Like, I think around 2028 is when we're going to find out the effect of tariffs. So it's not really a today thing. But it's kind of like helping out our economy. Well, not our economy, but our country in a way, right? Because paying into the federal dollars, paying off our debt. Milk egg. I do with that measuring tape? What did I do with that measuring tape? What did I do with it? What did I do with it? Looking at the other shelf over there. Yeah, right here. This. Yeah, it's a DeWalt. That's American Tool. Milwaukee is China Tool. It's like somebody cut this at one time. I gotta get some cords ready. Set up. I think I'm gonna make this at 48 inches. And then build my next one. That way I make sure I have myself a workbench. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta take care of dad first, you know? I mean, you take care of the family, obviously, but when they ask me to go do something, right, I need a workbench. Yeah, CNC. Cool. Yeah. I wouldn't mind trying out other brands. Like, I just know American brands because that's what they advertise to us. That's what our coworkers have, you know, like, that's what they show us in German. I'm pretty sure there's, what?
Yeah, my toilet broken. My toilet broken.
Okay, I'll be right in. I'll fix it.
Okay, fix this.
I heard of the name.
Fix this one. That one. Fix this black one. Fix that one. Do the same. Fix this one. Dad. Dad. I need to fix this.
Go bring it to Mom. Mom do it. Mom will do it.
Please. Please.
Alright, I gotta go parent for a little bit. I'll be back on here in a little while. Give me about a half an hour to an hour.
Dad.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Dad.
charge my phone to you.
Dad.
Alright, later, bro.